If you think smelling good only boils down to wearing fragrances and scented body products, you are missing 90% of the equation. If smelling good is a recipe, then fragrance is just the garnish. Here are 4 non-fragrance things I started doing to help myself smell better. The first thing is improving my shower habits by showering smarter. If you notice that you're showering every single day or even multiple times a day and still struggling with being stinky, it's probably a technique issue and not a frequency issue. I love my really fancy smell good shower products and I still use them, but I started prioritizing products that are going to help me smell fresher for longer. Antibacterial soap usage is kind of controversial, but I personally started using it at least a couple of times a week and it really did help me with controlling that odor causing bacteria. I also love using products that have sulfur, glycolic acid, mandelic acid, benzoyl peroxide. I find that those are also super effective for controlling odor causing bacteria for a longer period of time. I focus on using those products in my pits, under my boobs, under my stomach since I have a hanging stomach, and in my intimate area. The second thing is not letting my skin stay damp for too long, and that includes not going to sleep damp. You'll often hear people in the skincare community telling you to apply your body skincare to damp skin so that way you can maximize hydration and moisture. And yes, that can be super helpful for dry skin, but I personally no longer apply my body products to damp skin because I feel like I never fully dry down. Even if I use a blow dryer all over my skin, it's like I just stay wet. I sweat a lot and I live in a bigger body with a lot of creases and folds and nooks and crannies. Bacteria loves wet and moist environments, and having all of that moisture is going to lead to more production of bacteria, and odor is caused by what? Bacteria. So if you are going to apply your products to wet skin, make sure that you're at least mostly dried down before you get into bed. Also, please dry your hair at least as much as you can before you go to sleep. Having all of that moisture on a warm scalp all night, especially if you are occluding it all in with a bonnet, is going to make your scalp smell like mildew. I also try to make sure I don't stay sweaty for too long. I constantly carry a fan with me when I'm out and about during the day. The third thing is improving my laundry habits. You don't have to wash every single item of clothes every single time you use it, but if you are planning on re-wearing them, make sure that you let them fully air out instead of just tossing them onto the floor or tossing them into a pile or a basket with other dirty laundry. You can actually spray down your clothes with hypochlorous acid, which is a super gentle disinfectant that you can also use on your skin, or use something like a fabric deodorizing spray. Try to wash items like your bedding, your towels, and upholstery covers regularly. And I also try to rotate through my towels that I use after showers regularly, so I won't go more than 2 or 3 uses without switching to a new towel. This is a tip I learned from people who work with laundry and dry cleaning, but do not use fabric softener and dryer sheets in your laundry. Not only are they bad for the integrity of your clothing, but they also leave a film on your clothing, which makes it harder for your clothes to actually get clean. In place of that, I like to use laundry sanitizers, odor removers like borax or oxy. I'll also use laundry scent boosters that are not fabric softener. And I also wash heavily soiled clothing on warm or hot depending on how dirty it is. Let me know if y'all would like a dedicated video where I talk about what I use in my laundry to keep everything smelling fresh. The fourth thing is just generally maintaining clean surroundings. Try your best to regularly air out your home and your vehicle if you can. So opening up some windows, opening up the door for maybe 30 minutes every couple of days. Using an air purifier really helps. I have one for my bedroom and I have a larger one for the downstairs of my home. Using disinfecting or deodorizing sprays on those surfaces that your body is coming into contact with often. I try to mop at least once a week if I can, and if you have a home with carpet, using carpet deodorizers or even just plain baking soda in your carpets regularly, especially if you have pets. If you found this video to be helpful, don't forget to save it for future reference and follow me for similar content in the future.